Alright, good day everyone. Prepping Australia here once again, and I'm out here trying to show you how you can do some food prepping in Australia without breaking the bank. Having said that, food prepping in this country is extraordinarily expensive, and I find myself breaking the bank every time I go out for a shop. So got paid on Friday, went out and decided this time I was going to go to an Indian Grocer, and of course that's Indian as in like Mumbai, Indian Grocer. I had actually gone last week and had a look, so when I went this time I pretty much knew what I was after doing a bit of a scouting mission, and realized that yeah, it was probably in many ways often even a better deal than going to the Chinatown shops. It really depends, so you want to you don't want to lump everything together. What you see here is $40 worth of food. It's actually a little bit more because this stuff here and this stuff here was extra on a different shop. There's the number there, so $39.20. And let's just go quickly through what we got here. This is awesome. So this is a big bag of basmati rice. I love the packaging. It's nice, easy to pack, pretty safe. Of course, for long-term storage, you want to do more with it, but great. That was $8.99. Okay, so I did some math. Roughly, a kilogram of rice is about 35 ounces, and if you divide that out, leaving some change will give some extra up there. You're going to get about 4 cups of rice for every kilo. So with a 5 kilo bag of rice, which that's 20 cups of rice. Now, roughly, if you were to do a half a cup a day for 2 meals, so that's 20 days right there. So between the rice and the burlati beans, these were $5.99 for a kilo. So again, more dry bean storage. Again, as we've talked about in the past, if these are stored properly, they'll basically last for 30 years. And then some blue peas. So that's a kilo there of the blue peas. I think these were $3.99 and these were $4.99, so that's $5 there. So just by mixing the rice and the beans, I could live for basically 20 days. Now, that would be a pretty poor existence if you didn't have anything else to go along with it. So, of course, salt. We can't stress how important it is to have good, proper salt, and lots of it. I won't get into the health reasons. You can do some research, but your body needs heaps of salt every day. Now, I realize now I've got a little bit of hole in there, so we'll have to get that sorted and get that sealed. This is something very interesting. For people who haven't been around cooking or done any Indian cooking specifically, this stuff is called ghee. And it's actually a version of butter, okay? What's interesting about it, though, is as long as this can is sealed, this will basically last forever. Now, it does go quick, so once you've opened it, it needs to be refrigerated, or it's going to go, and if it is refrigerated, it can last for a couple months. Just so you know, this is a different package of it, and you can see what it looks like. So it's, it is yellow, gooey, glumpy stuff. It looks a lot like butter. But again, as long as that's sealed, that basically, as long as that plastic holds up, that'll last for 10, 15, 20 years. And again, once I crack it, then I've only got a week or so with it. So that's why I'm going to get a bunch of smaller containers instead of a big one. You can get like 5-gallon buckets of it, but again, if you don't have power or electricity or some way to keep it cool, you can have a problem. I thought this stuff was pretty cool. I got this from a different shop. This was $5.99. These are dried potatoes. Dehydrated. I don't know if they're dehydrated or not, but they're certainly dried. And you can see it's 500 grams. There's 375 calories per 100 grams, so there's close to 2,000 calories in this bag. But the great thing is, again, sealed like this, dried potato, that's going to last 20 years. So that's awesome, but it's also nice to supplement the meal. We talked about not wanting to have boring food, so this onion powder is $2.50 for that pack there. I think this was $1.59. That's white chili powder to add some spice. Got some coriander, cumin powder. I think that was $2.99 for that bag, 200 grams there. There's quite a bit of spice there. And then we've got some citric acid lemon salt. So again, I can mix it up. So I can have beans and rice with some onion powder one day, and I can have it with some chili one day, and I can have it with some coriander one day, and some ghee one day, and then mix it all up and have several different things as well. Last but not least, good old corn flour. So that's 2 pounds, just under a kilo. So a kilo is 2.2 pounds. I think this was $5. So again, Very basic, just like the American Indians used to do. Add water to this, a little bit of salt, and you got flat cakes on the fire. So, as I said, straight up, that's probably, I could probably squeeze close to 30 days of living out of that, with supplementing with some breakfast oats. So again, 40 bucks, $1 a day to live for 40 days. Not a bad investment. Again, you know, it is a bit expensive. But I tell you, the rice was an awesome deal at $8 or $9, sorry. And again, you know, the beans are what they are. So anyway, that's Prepping Australia, trying to help you get the best deal, and try to learn some tricks to actually make the food taste better as well. Because again, if shit does hit the fan and we're dealing with this beans and rice every day, it's going to get pretty old pretty quick. So you always want to make sure you have extra stuff. Again, I can't stress enough that you need to have heaps of salt, for not just for flavoring, because your body needs it. And yeah, so that's it for today, guys. I hope that's a help, and you can get out to your local Indian grocer and save yourself some money. All right, out.